Hey everybody, so this is our daily astrology weather forecast. I'll give you a few minutes to join me here. It's a interesting day because we do have the full moon. And it is the first full moon in Pisces that we've had in a while. It is a full moon that brings us in touch with our mystical or spiritual self, that really emphasizes the need to get in touch with the side of ourself that is sensitive to the everything, that is willing to rise above what is purely physical or purely earthly, what is mundane. And we're balancing the mundane, the everyday, with the everything and the spiritual and the all encompassing. So, how can we achieve a sense of equilibrium? By including health, the need to um, have order, to take care of ourselves, to make sure that we are grounded and healthy, and that we have routines, that we have everyday lives that are in service to our spiritual lives. We aren't getting caught up only in the everyday, the routine, the constituent component parts of things, and losing sight of what is really most important, which is unification within ourself, unification with the Creator, because that leads to all kinds of other compassion based relationships. So we are finding a lot of forgiveness for ourselves this particular full moon cycle, and that bleeds out to be able to forgive and trust others. So full moons are very much about epiphanies, culminations, coming to the peak of something. And we're coming to the peak of a 2 week period here because we had the new moon in Virgo, coming to a peak of understanding how our mental health, our physical health, how that may serve or get in the way of or lead to an epiphany related to our spiritual health. So this is a cycle where we are pursuing unification or wholeness within ourselves. The inner alchemy is so thick this month because we are in a process of realizing what we are here for more on a collective or spiritual basis. So there's many people that are hearing a calling and heeding a calling towards a greater sense of unification, both personally and socially. Because what we do for self, we do for others. It is a process of looking at what have we focused on in a minute way and thought that that was going to be what served us or brought us what we were looking for. How have we neglected the macro because we got so caught up in the micro? And how also have we made choices that were very small? How have we chosen for ourselves activities, relationships, pursuits, dreams that really only fit the ego. They really don't fit who we are if we are, yeah, approaching life from a more unified perspective. So it is a full moon where we can reorient ourselves, so we can make choices that serve us in a more holistically healthy way. It's a whole systems approach to how we participate in relationships and how we participate in our relationship with the divine. So I will be popping in later, probably this evening. I have to drive home today from Vancouver. When I do get home later, I will pop in and talk more about this, because there are other spokes coming off of this full moon that are very important to consider. Today we do have a difficult angle between Mercury and Saturn that's coming up. Hasn't become exact, and we also have a difficult angle between Mercury and Pluto. And this can put us in a position where our communications can fall short of clarity. We can be wrestling with what we want to say. It's a time of preparation more than a time of confrontation or open communication. We are considering carefully what it is that we want to say, what we want to communicate, and also this is in relationship to travel. What is it that we want to go? What kinds of experiences do we want to have? In terms of transit, or what we're just going to experience in our daily life. So there's planning, preparation, looking at what could go wrong, trying to plug up holes, and preparing for growth. So this is a lot like, it's a time where we are putting soil in our seed tray. We haven't popped the seed in there yet, but we know that that's coming. That's the new moon that's going to come up here in a couple of weeks. But we're at the full moon right now, where we're having a lot of realizations and things too that we've missed, because we may have been stuck in our carnal self. We may have been stuck in our earthbound self and not noticing the signs, the synchronicities, the voice of the divine. There is a symphony to life. There is a rhythm to it. And when you really wake up to the fullness of your true self, and you are connected with your feelings in your heart, not your fears, you're not acting out of suffering, you're not acting out. You're acting in concert with creation. The whole world talks to you. Everything talks to you, because you are in communication with the divine and nature itself. This is the gift of inner unification and acting in concert with love. It's what you see, and it's what you hear, and everything talks to you. A whole systems approach. So I will catch you guys later on today. These are the cards that popped out of the deck. They are big cards, aren't they? Wish fulfillment. The end of old cycles. And the rebalancing of the scales. Have a great day.